This part begins. And the female demon is pressing the patriarch's feet. And the female demon is feeling very good. And the patriarch is saying to the master, Dan Feng, how is the transformation of Jin Yang going? So the master tells the patriarch, reporting to the sect master, Dan Feng has already sacrificed all the 100 members of the Jin family. Now his own cultivation realm is feared to have already broken through the transformation stage, becoming a nascent soul stage cultivator. However, he may have already lost his sanity and turned into a monster. And the female demon is speaking to the patriarch, isn't it better for him to become an unconscious beast? Wouldn't you agree, sect master? So the patriarch says, it's not in vain that I had Dan Feng make friends with Jin Yang. I didn't expect that Jin Yang would be so stupid. With just a little trickery, he handed over the entire Jin family obediently. Thanks to him, the whole plan went so smoothly. Mastering the entire Hezhou is getting closer and closer. Then the scene shifts, deep in the Miasma Valley. And there are a lot of skeletons in this place. And there is red fog everywhere. And Yifan, Wushuang and the lady are moving forward. And Wushuang closes her nose, and she is saying, what a disgusting smell. I didn't expect the corpse cult to be built here. And Yifan is saying, no wonder the people of the corpse cult are all lunatics. Living here must indeed cause serious illness. And then the lady hears some sound. And when she looks back, something is coming rolling, and the lady is saying to Yifan, Senior Yi, Wushuang, be careful of the ambush. And when they look carefully, a severed head is coming rolling towards them, seeing which everyone is very shocked. But the lady recognizes that severed head, and she says, the head of the Jin family elder? And Yifan is shocked and says, how could the corpse cult and the Jin family be killing each other? And the lady says to Yifan, Senior Yi, could you please investigate? And Yifan gets ready for this thing. Then he activates his God Eye. And his aura starts spreading all around. And then they sense Jin Yang. But when they look carefully, they find that Jin Yang has now become like a beast. And Yifan is also shocked to see this, and he says, what kind of monster is this? Then we see that Jin Yang is coming towards these people. And these three become alert. Then when they see Jin Yang's clothes, they recognize that it is Jin Yang. Then Jin Yang moves forward very fast and is about to attack Wushuang. But then the lady comes in front of Wushuang, and tries to stop Jin Yang's attack with her sword. But the lady is having a lot of difficulty, because Jin Yang's power has increased a lot now. And Jin Yang is smiling. And the lady's sword is now broken, and seeing this the lady is thinking, he actually broke my sword with just one palm. I'm afraid his strength has far surpassed mine. And now Jin Yang moves forward to attack the lady. But then Yifan attacks Jin Yang, and punches him, due to which Jin Yang moves away. But Jin Yang is not hurt much, but he becomes very angry. And seeing this Yifan gets scared, and he is thinking, I just kicked with the power of the peak of nascent soul cultivation. Logically Jin Yang should be dead. Then Jin Yang is roaring and moving forward to attack Yifan and the lady. And Yifan is saying to the lady, City Lord Chu, he's heading towards you. Lure him over here. I have a plan. And Yifan again activates God's Eye, and he is saying, that's a soul. Merging with the void? How did end like this? And Jin Yang is about to attack Yifan by using a sword. But then Yifan starts using his power, and he opens a portal and comes out of the rope, and he is saying to Jin Yang, to tame a beast, you need a rope. You can't escape. And Yifan ties Jin Yang with zodiac signs, then he is saying to the lady, City Lord Chu, Jin Yang's current state and cultivation are all strange. Do you know what's going on? And the lady says, I'm sorry, I'm not sure, but we can take him away. The head of our Tianwu palace should know what's going on. Wushuang, let's tie him up with a magic weapon, when we return to. But then Wushuang attacks the lady with a dagger, and puts it in her stomach. And we can see that someone has possessed Wushuang. And we see that there is a female demon behind Wushuang, and she is saying, sisters fighting each other, what a beautiful scene. And Yifan is very nervous and the female demon is saying, you know it, right, Wushuang? What a beautiful scene. And the lady says, the death dreams of the corpse cult. Let go of my sister. And the lady moves forward to attack, and she attacks the female demon with the sword. But it has no effect on the female demon. And she is saying, "Such boring swordsmanship can't hurt me." Poor little mice, struggling so hard. Then when Yifan looks in front of him, there is a huge castle in front of him, seeing which he understands that they have been caught in a trap, and the patriarch is watching them from above, and he is laughing and he is saying, "Do the two esteemed guests who have come from afar know if they are satisfied with my hospitality?" And the lady is very angry at the patriarch, and she is saying, "Wuxia, return Wushuang, and Tianwu Palace will spare your life." But the patriarch says, "Chufeng master, such audacity. Before threatening me, take a look at your own situation, kill them." Then all the people together move forward to attack the lady. And then Yifan comes behind the lady, and says to her, "Wu Yu, you step back." And Yifan takes the lady's broken sword from her, and he comes in front of the lady to fight with those people. Then he uses his power, due to which the broken sword starts joining again. And now he starts killing those people very easily, and those people are getting killed in a single blow. And seeing this kind of power of Yifan, those people get scared. And everyone is saying, "What kind of monster is this? We can't possibly beat it." Then the female demon uses her power, due to which she starts controlling those people, due to which they go mad. But Yifan again starts attacking them and killing them, and is moving forward very fast, and there is a female demon in front of him. And Yifan moves forward to attack her, and as soon as Yifan attacks, the sword goes through the female demon. But this does not affect the female demon. And the female demon is saying to Yifan, "You can't catch me." And Yifan is saying, "Spiritual cultivation, she's a soul cultivator. She doesn't have a physical form. Did she cultivate some special technique?" And then the lady tells Yifan, "She's a soul cultivator. Only soul cultivators can separate their soul from their body. Senior Yi, quickly find her physical body." And after listening to the lady, the female demon says, "Oh, little mouse has some skills. Indeed, my physical body relies on a certain place. But can you kill her? Go! Kill your sister!" And being in the control of the female demon, Wushuang moves forward to attack the lady. And Yifan is telling the lady to be careful. But then the patriarch ties Yifan's hands with chains, and this makes Yifan very angry. And then the patriarch attacks Yifan, but Yifan stops his attack, and a huge explosion takes place at that place. Then the patriarch says to Yifan, "Stop pretending to be dead, let me see your true skills dash." Yifan! And Yifan says, "When a tiger doesn't show its might, do you take me for a sick cat?" And the patriarch says, "Whether it's a sick cat or not, I'll find out soon." On the other side, Wushuang and the lady are fighting, and the female demon is saying, "It's really rude to describe me like that." And the lady is thinking, "This demon's physical body is actually attached to Wushuang. I am already injured in a sneak attack before. I can't hold on much longer." And then Wushuang attacks the lady, due to which the lady falls down. And she sits on her knees. Then Wushuang puts the sword near the lady's neck, and the female demon is saying, "You ran so far, yet you've chosen yourself a nice grave. Honey, go ahead and kill her." But the lady laughs and says to the female demon, "Haha, finally lured you here." And then the lady activates the formation, and seeing this the female demon gets surprised. And the lady is saying, "How does it feel to be trapped in your own trap?" And the female demon says, "My cultivation is suppressed. Chuwuyue, you actually used the cave we trapped you in. Go to hell." And the lady activates the formation and says, "It would be a good idea to bury you with me before I die. Go to hell." And we see that the ground of this place has completely broken. And the lady is moving forward to attack the female demon. And now the female demon has become weak, and she is saying, "Chuwuyue, you crazy woman." But the lady says, "Dream of escaping from Wushuang. The time has come." And the lady attacks the female demon with a sword. And the sword is inserted inside the chest of the female demon. And now the female demon is killed. And seeing this the lady is smiling. But now all three of them start falling down. On the other side Yifan hears a loud noise, hearing which Yifan gets very surprised. And so that his attention is diverted from the fight, and then the patriarch attacks Yifan, and pushes him away. And the patriarch is saying to Yifan, how dare you get distracted? Now, it's just the two of us left. And the patriarch keeps attacking Yifan again and again. And Yifan is hardly able to dodge the patriarch's attacks. And Yifan is thinking, so if this drags on, I'll only become more and more passive. What? How did I lose so much lifespan all of a sudden? I've worked so hard to save up this lifespan, and now it's going to disappear again. This stupid system, it's driving me crazy. And the system is saying to Yifan, you fool host, didn't I come to help you? Activate the prepayment function. You can borrow lifespan from the system for a certain period, but after the battle, your lifespan will be deducted twofold. And Yifan says, this is outrageous. I used to be so powerful, and now I have to work for you after crossing over? And the system says so. Do you want to activate this function? So Yifan says, the enemies are right in front of me. What else can I do? Activate the function. Gio, I can't forgive you. And as soon as the patriarch attacks Yifan, there is an explosion at that place. But Yifan stops the patriarch's attack, and Yifan is saying, time after time, like a fly, it's time to end this. Then Yifan activates that thing, due to which Yifan's power starts increasing, and Yifan is saying, there are few who can withstand my blow, and you are one, then let's see if you can withstand my punch? And the patriarch says, you brat. What are you being so arrogant about? And the punches of both of them collide with each other, due to which a lot of energy starts coming out. But the patriarch does not tolerate Yifan's punch, and so he falls away, and Yifan moves towards the patriarch and asks him, hey, are you okay? And Yifan again punches the patriarch, due to which the patriarch is in a lot of pain. And he falls on the ground, and Yifan attacks him, and presses him under his feet, and says to him, Master Wu, how does it feel to be punched? But the patriarch laughs and says to Yifan, this kind of power, it's been a long time. Yifan, your eyes I have only seen two in thousands of years. One is you, and the other is the Emperor Immortal Niantian. And Yifan is surprised to hear the patriarch's words, and he is saying to the patriarch, you tell me clearly, what's going on? But the patriarch pushes Yifan away, and stands up again. And he starts pulling a man towards him using his power. And the patriarch catches that man's neck. Then the patriarch starts absorbing that man's energy, and he is saying, I feel much better now. Why are you making that face at me? In a way, aren't we the same? And Yifan is saying, what do you mean by that? But the patriarch doesn't say anything, he directly moves forward to attack Yifan again. On the other side we see that the lady is slowly opening her eyes. And Wuxia has saved the lady from falling down in the ditch. And the lady is saying, I am not mine yet? And Wuxia becomes happy after hearing the lady's voice, and she says, sister, you finally woke up. After the death dream left my body, my consciousness cleared up, and then I inserted the sword into the rock wall. And the lady says, we're both okay, that's great. But then some kind of energy starts flowing from under the ditch, seeing which Wuxia is unable to understand what is happening. But then a female demon appears in front of them, whom some butterflies are flying and taking somewhere. And Wuxia is saying, sister, look. It's the death dream. She's not dead. And the lady says, seems to be flying towards Yifan's direction. Dada. Alright. At this point, we can only hope that the sect master will arrive soon. Then the lady sends a message. On the other side we see that Yifan is giving a very good fight to the patriarch. And the patriarch is beaten up and in a very bad condition, and Yifan is saying to the patriarch, what's wrong, can't go on like this? So the patriarch says, what a great skill, as expected of you. Exactly the same as the man from 1,000 years ago, but I haven't made any progress over the past 1,000 years. But then Yifan feels something, and we see that there are many butterflies behind Yifan, seeing which Yifan is surprised. And red butterflies are flying around Yifan. Then the female demon goes near the patriarch and bows down, and the patriarch is saying to the female demon, Dai Ming, offer up everything for me. And the female demon agrees to this thing. And the patriarch starts absorbing the entire energy of the female demon, and the female demon is saying to the patriarch, please destroy this world for me. And now all the butterflies surround the patriarch. And the patriarch transforms, and he gets 6 wings. And Yi Fan is very shocked to see this, and he is saying, wait, this boss has a second phase? And the system is saying to Yi Fan, you're sweating buckets now. Host small fry, small fry. And seeing the system, Yi Fan is asking for help from the system, but the system says, I can't do anything to help you. He has absorbed a lot of life force, but he hasn't fully transformed yet. The longer it drags on, the stronger he becomes, so just beat him until his cultivation is exhausted. Bye. And listening to the system, Yi Fan is saying to the system, is that all? Then can you give me some buffs? Is that all? Then can you give me some buffs? Other systems are so accommodating to their hosts, why are you different? But the system says, didn't I give you the gold finger with 1 billion cultivation points? Just punch him to death. But then the patriarch moves forward to attack Yi Fan, and Yi Fan gets scared seeing this. But Yi Fan is about to punch the patriarch again. But this time the patriarch stops Yi Fan's punch with his own hands, and smilingly says to Yi Fan, such weak strength, haven't you eaten? And Yi Fan gets scared seeing this. Then the patriarch punches Yi Fan and says, this is the strength I used to fight the stone dragon. This kind of strength can't hurt me. And the patriarch punches Yi Fan and throws him away, and the patriarch is saying to Yi Fan, I'm really disappointed, it seems you're just like this. Although I don't want to owe so much, but Yi Fan stands up again and very quickly reaches the patriarch. And seeing this, the patriarch gets nervous, and Yi Fan catches one of the patriarch's wings, and throws him on the ground very hard. And seeing this, the patriarch is saying to Yi Fan, how are you still getting stronger? So Yi Fan says to the patriarch, you really underestimate me. But then the patriarch attacks Yi Fan. But Yi Fan escapes a little. But again the patriarch attacks Yi Fan. And Yi Fan is ready this time, and Yi Fan destroys the patriarch's attack with 1 point. And very quickly he catches the patriarch's neck, and is saying to him, any last words? So the patriarch nervously tells Yi Fan, don't you want to know those secrets? I'll tell you. Just spare me. But Yi Fan does not want to listen to any of his words, and Yi Fan beats the patriarch badly, and says to him, knowing or not knowing, what's the difference? I have plenty of opportunities to seek the truth, and you will perish with your heretic sect. Linger Master Wan, and many innocent people in Tianwu City. Then Yi Fan uses his powers to destroy the whole place. Then he comes down. But he is very happy because his work is done. And we see Jin Yang's master, who is hiding and watching all this. And he is very scared. Then we see Wushuang and the lady, who are coming to Yi Fan. And Yi Fan is asking both of them, you're all okay, that's really great. Didn't expect there are still survivors. And Yi Fan uses his powers, and asks Jin Yang's master to come out. And we see that due to Yi Fan's powers, the master is drawn towards Yi Fan. And Yi Fan is asking the master, who are you? Then seeing Yi Fan in front of him, the master gets very nervous, he is not able to say anything. And the lady looks at him and says, you are the master of Jin Yangdan Feng. And the master is thinking, if they find out that I am also one of the masterminds this time, wouldn't I end up as miserable as Wuxia? And then the master grabs Yi Fan's legs, and is pleading to Yi Fan, sir, you don't know, my dad loves gambling, my mom is sick, my sister is in school, our family is broken, my boss is crazy, it's not my fault for getting involved in the cult. And Yi Fan says, hey, are you so good at tongue twisters because you dying for the postgraduate exam? Dan Feng, if you answer me well about the past of Wu Jie and Emperor Xian, I will spare your life. So the master says, Wu Jie was a person who followed Emperor Xian back when he was alive. It is said that Emperor Xian possessed a mysterious technique that could sacrifice lifespan to gain powerful strength. Based on this, Wu Jie delved into witchcraft and founded the corpse-carrying sect. And after listening to the master, Yi Fan is thinking, why does this description sound so much like the ability Jiao gave me? What is her identity? And then the system puts its weapon on Yi Fan's neck, and is saying to him, host, have you forgotten something? And after listening to the system, Yi Fan asks the lady, City Lord Chu, do you still have the elixir of longevity? So the lady tells Yi Fan, most of the stock in my mansion has been given to Senior Yi. But he has a lot. And as soon as the system and Yifan listen to the lady, their eyes start shining. And the master starts getting very nervous, and the master is saying, What are you going to do? And after this, the sound of the master shouting is heard. After some time, we see that the master is completely naked. And Yifan is getting very happy and he is saying, so many elixirs to profit from. Let's see how effective they are first. Oh, this surging power. Let me see. Ah, this only adds 1 year to my lifespan, but it's not a big problem. There's still so much. Let's win with quantity. After some time Yifan has eaten all the pills, and his stomach is bloated. And he is saying, Ugh, I can't eat anymore, really can't swallow it anymore. Then the lady says, Senior Yi, how about this, you come with us to the Heavenly Moon Palace. I will report to the palace master and ask him to use the secret treasure of longevity as a thank you for saving me. So Yifan becomes happy and he says, Alright, since the corpse-carrying sect is destroyed, I won't refuse anymore. But then little elder comes to that place, and he says that I have come here to take you people. And seeing little elder, lady is saying, Senior brother, did you see our message? So little elder says, Of course. Not only me, but the sect master also came. Come up quickly. And taking advantage of this opportunity, master starts running away from this place. But then little elder notices this thing, and he says, Oh, isn't this the little thief who stole my elixir recipe back then? Then elder uses his power to tie master, and master is just crying, and asking for help. And little elder is saying to master, Come, let's have a good chat. By the way, Yi, the master of the Heavenly Moon Palace invites you for a chat. After this the scene shifts. And we see that they have reached another place. And Yifan is asking the lady, City Lord Chu, who is the master of the Heavenly Moon Palace. So the lady tells Yifan, Our master, if we don't count the seniors, can be called the number 1 person in the Hanzhou continent. After Emperor Xian fell, the Hanzhou continent was engulfed in endless wars. The master and several peak masters at the time pacified the wars and reshaped the order. Our Heavenly Moon Palace is the number 1 sect in Hanzhou. And the master is naturally an extremely talented person. And after listening to the lady, Yifan is imagining that the master of this place must be very powerful. Then they reach inside, and the master is telling them that you guys have finally come here. And we see that the master is wearing glasses, and he is saying, Oh, hello there, I'm Wu Tinyu. Come, sit next to me. But Yifan gets very shocked on seeing the master, because he had thought very good about the master, but the master turned out to be something else. But the master is saying to Yifan, Young friend, I see that you have extraordinary talent for cultivation. How about buying my secret cultivation techniques? And Yifan is saying while looking at the lady, extremely talented, number 1 in Hanzhou? The strongest sect? And the master says, or perhaps, you're interested in the Kunlun immortality branch? And Wushuang and the lady say, Isn't that one of the treasures of our sect? And the master is saying, The heaven and earth spiritual treasure Kunlun immortality branch. The celestial artifact Jianmu astrology plate. And the mysterious Hong Huang's creation, the heavenly moon fragments. 1,000 years ago, after Emperor Xian fell, 4 like-minded companions decided to pacify the wars for the sake of the world's people. One of them was skilled with the sword, one with the axe, one in divination, and one with medicines and stones. The 4 of them went through hardships, and finally obtained the 3 relics scattered by Emperor Xian in the world. These 4 companions finally got what they wanted. How about it? After hearing this story, are you especially curious and fascinated by the Heavenly Moon Palace? So Yifan says, Actually, earlier, City Lord Chu had already invited me to go to the Heavenly Moon Palace together, haha. And Master says, Well done, Wu Yu. Then I won't disturb you, rest well for now. After some time, all 3 people are at another place, and Yifan is saying, At this time, I still didn't know. The Heavenly Moon Palace was shattered like a moon in the water. Then little elder is telling Yifan, This is the Heavenly Moon Palace. And Yifan says, Wow, so magnificent. No wonder it's the number 1 sect in Hanzhou. And then someone comes in front of them, seeing whom little elder calls her Gui 11. And we see that Gui 11 is very beautiful. And she has tied a blindfold over her eyes. But when Yifan sees Gui 11, he becomes very happy. Gui 11 looks like a little fairy to him, and Gui 11 says to Yifan, "You must be Yifan? That's great, I finally get to see you." And as soon as the three hear Gui Shi's words, they get very shocked, especially Yifan. Blood is coming out from his nose, and Lady is saying to Gui 11, "Gui 11. You usually stay secluded in the Qixing Pavilion, praying place. Why are you personally welcome us today?" So Gui 11 says, "The benevolent Emperor's palace has descended to the mortal realm, and the palace master has sent most of the peak masters and elite disciples to seek opportunities. Now there are only the palace master, me, and Mayeka here, people who can't help much in the front. Excuse me for a moment. There are some things I need to discuss alone with Yifan." And Gui 11 takes Yifan with her, and starts going somewhere else. And the little elder is saying, "Gui 11, you're not usually like this." Then Gui 11 takes Yifan to another place, and Gui 11 is saying to Yifan, "Yifan, this is the guest room of the Qixing Pavilion, it's a bit simple, I hope you don't mind." Then Yifan comes directly to the point, and he is asking, "Gui Sect Master, what is your purpose?" And after listening to Yifan, Gui 11 tells Yifan, "Prophecy. I believe in the future described in the prophecy, so, Yifan, you are the one chosen by the heavens. I will help you, I believe in you." Yifan asks Gui 11, "What is heavens?" But Gui 11 does not tell Yifan anything and she starts leaving from here. And seeing her leaving, Yifan says, "No. Are you leaving already? Can't you finish your sentence? Is the mysterious person popular now?" Then Yifan starts calling the system, and the system comes out. And Yifan is saying to the system, "Jiojio, what do you think of what Gui 11 just said? Do you know something?" Then the system tells Yifan, "Don't probe too deep. We'll leave tomorrow. This is not a place we should be in. I can only say this much for now. But you have to trust me, I will never harm you, never." Then the scene shifts. And we see a banquet party, where girls are dancing, and Master is drinking. And he is telling Yifan, Yi Xiong, have another drink." And Yifan is also drinking happily. But then a man comes to that place, who tells something to Master, and that man is telling Master there's a terrifying flower. What should we do? So the Master says, "Is that so? Come with me to take a look." Then the Master, while leaving from this place, says to Yifan, "Sorry, Yishiong, I drank too much and need to go pee, so I'll leave first." And the system says to Yifan, "Leave quickly, this is not a place for you to meddle in." And Yifan is thinking, "I've helped the Heavenly Moon Palace many times today, so I can say I've done my best." Jiojio, although sharp-tongued, most of what she says is very reliable. Let's ask Palace Master Wu for the longevity pill tomorrow and then leave. What exactly is the matter that they are so secretive about? What did Gui 11 mean when she said she would help me? And then Yifan hears the voices of some people, and they are talking, "Hey, this isn't the Heavenly Moon Palace, this is a maze." And then Little Elder comes behind Yifan, and his eyes look at Yifan with a slightly different look. Then Yifan goes ahead and says, "Where is the Palace Master of the Heavenly Moon Palace?" And two people are talking that another man has died. And the other man is saying, "Ah, is this true or false? How many is this now?" And Yifan goes to both of them and asks them what happened. So that man tells another death. Just last night, one died, and this morning, another senior brother reportedly died. And Yifan is asking, "I'm looking for Palace Master Wu, is he here?" So that man tells he is. "You're a guest of Palace Master Wu, right? Let me take you to him." And as Yifan goes ahead, he sees that there are many people at one place. And Yifan is a little surprised to see such a huge crowd. Then he starts moving ahead in the crowd. And when he looks ahead, he is very surprised, because a man is dead. And a tree has grown all over his body. Then we see the Master, and he is saying, "The 9th one." And the crowd is talking, "Is this the 9th time this month? Have we been targeted by some evil spirits? I'm still young, I don't want to die." And Yifan is thinking, this kind of death is too bizarre. Then Master says to all the people, Alright, don't gather here. If anyone is found spreading rumors, they will be punished by the heavenly prison. Brother Yi, there's something I'd like to ask you to do. I heard that Brother Yi used his own cultivation technique to cure Chu Wushuang's goo poison. If you could help me investigate the truth behind this incident, I would like to give you the Kunlun Immortal Branch as a gift. So Yifan says, your request is too much. I simply can't refuse. And Yifan uses his God's eye and says, strange. This person's life force seems to have transferred to the blooming flowers? And the master gets a little surprised to hear Yifan's words, but he tells Yifan, I'm not good at this kind of thing. Brother Yi, come with me. When it comes to flowers, plants, and herbs, we should ask Xiao Cha. He has traveled from another continent, and has broad knowledge. He might have some clues. That's all we've found for now, Xiao Cha, what do you think? And the little elder is saying, What can be confirmed is that this thing is not from Hezhou. This flower looks a lot like the flowers of the abyss of darkness. The life-devouring flower. But there are differences in detail. But I'm not very sure. With the appearance of the heavenly moon palace, and the various forces stirring, it must be the work of outsiders. But, again, this is all I know. If you really want to know more, why not ask Gui 11 to read your fortune? Take care, no need for further courtesy. And the elder closes the door. And is looking at the flower. After this the master is saying to Yifan, Brother Yi, I need to deal with the affairs of the palace. Could you please ask Gui 11 for me? And Yifan is thinking, is this astrology really reliable? I hope it's not a scam like on Earth. And Yifan comes to meet Gui 11, and Gui 11 looks at Yifan and says, I have been waiting for you. Please have a seat. I know why you have come, even though I have not opened the star chart for a long time. But for the sake of the heavenly moon palace we built together, I am willing to do it again. The flying stars know all, the movements of the heavens reveal all the 5 elements, and 8 trigrams change at will. And Yifan is seeing something very bright, due to which he closes his eyes. But we see that a golden-colored aura starts flowing around him. And Gui 11 is making some kind of formation. And we see Yifan getting a severe headache, and he is seeing the future, and he is saying that everyone will die. Then he starts screaming, and he comes back to the real world. And Gui 11 is talking to Yifan, although the star chart reveals the possibilities of the future, it is up to individuals to change their fate. Defying the heavens is not empty words. Then Yifan helps Gui 11 to get up, and Gui 11 is telling Yifan, no need. Tonight, I will once again analyze the revelations of the star chart. Please, Yifan, wait one more day. And Yifan is going somewhere, and the system is with him. And the system is saying to Yifan, Yifan can't you see that the heavenly moon palace is acting strange? It's driving me crazy. So Yifan says, but I've already received payment. If I run away now, won't I look like a coward? And the system says, you still want to act tough at this point. If you're dying later, don't beg me to save you. So Yifan says to the system, don't worry. Once I absorb the lifespan from the Kunlun Immortal Branch, with my 1,000,000 years of cultivation, I can handle any difficulty with a single punch. You better be as good as you say. The next day. Although I had anticipated the turbulence in the heavenly moon palace, the development of events still exceeded my imagination. The next day, Mao Cha was falsely accused of harming the heavenly moon palace disciples and was brought to the main hall, and the lady is saying, there must be a misunderstanding, Senior Mao is definitely not that kind of person. Palace Master, you know this better than me. He's definitely been wronged. Senior Mao. Say something. Then the master says, Xiao Cha, what's going on? Then the little elder says, it's me, it was me who placed the seeds of the devouring life flower on the disciples of the heavenly moon palace. And as soon as everyone hears the words of the little elder, they are surprised. Then the master says, enough. Take him to the heavenly prison and notify the other peak masters and elders. We will discuss this matter after everyone has gathered. I hope that when the time comes, Mao Cha, you can tell the truth. And the lady is speaking to Gui 11, Gui 11, please help him explain. But Gui 11 says, I'm sorry, Wu Yu. The future I saw. Mao Cha harmed everyone. and the lady gets very shocked after hearing Guixi's words.